My own father said those words to me. The most disrespectful thing you can say to your own child.
Yeah, yeah. Young got films. Yeah. Run it back, turbo. Choppers on deck. Everything is on demand. You wanna check? First you gotta have a plan. And she's so gon' win.
So let's go back to when I was a little girl. We had a photo album. My mother used to always keep these pictures of these two little girls. They were like 5 years old or 3. I think one was 3, one was 5 in the pictures. And she used to always tell me, these are my friends' kids, blah, 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 growing up. But I would always ask her, and she would always tell me that they were a friend of the family. And when I turned 18 years old, that's when she told me the truth. I had a different father than my sister and my brother. And I was so confused because I buried my father when I was 12 years old with my sister and my brother. Apparently they have the same father, but I have a different father. And my mother told us that we all had the same father. And once the truth came out, I was very upset. I didn't talk to her for about a week. I was so mad. And after getting over the initial shock of everything, she gave me a telephone number. I reached out, I think, to my sisters, the 2 girls in the pictures first. We're just gonna call them Tammy and Tanner. I don't know. Tammy and Tanner. They had names that sounded similar. And Tammy reached out to me and actually was really close. Like, we were super close. Tanner actually sent me a plane ticket to come and visit them for the very first time. I had never flown. When I got to the airport, I missed the flight and something happened. And, you know, after sitting up there for 2 hours, I can't even tell you like what happened. I was 18 years old. That was like 17 years ago. Oh my God. But, okay, so pretty much like that was me and Tanner's relationship. She was mad because, you know, she wasted money on this ticket or whatever. I don't even know if she ever got her money back or whatever, but I never showed up. And it's not like I was not trying to show up. I was at the airport and everything. So over the years, me and Tammy became really close. My father, that's a different subject. He was always very rude from the beginning. He was like, I knew about you your entire life. I was there at the hospital when you were born. You know, I didn't pay your mom any child support. I didn't do anything. You know, I had all this responsibility pretty much, and I just pushed it to the side. That's literally what he told me. He was on the radio for like 20 something years, and my mom called into the radio station and he lied about having a wife and kids, and he took my mother out and they ended up sleeping together and having me. Well, my dad actually formed his mouth to say these words to me, which were, had I known that your mom was so fertile, I would have made her swallow you. My own father said those words to me. The most disrespectful thing you can say to your own child. Sometimes I think my life is a joke. I'm just like, do I just get thrown so many different things just to see how I'm gonna handle it, to see if I'm just not gonna crumble or whatever? No, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? It really does suck. That's why I cherish my mom so much. It's just, you know, just my mom. And here I still have my father on this earth, and he's still a piece of work. So I met him for the first time when I was like 19 years old. I went all the way to New Orleans, where I'm originally from, and I met this man. It was me and Tammy and Makai. Makai was only, gosh, man, he was 2 years old. We had hotels down there, but the very first night we went down there, I think we slept at my dad's house, or we either stayed there really, really, really late to the point where we either got to the hotel the next morning, or it was like, I can't remember, but I just remember the night that we got there. We were sitting outside and we were drinking and having a good time and just talking and catching up. It was me and my dad and his wife and my sister. And his wife went to bed, you know, dad's shit talking and he's running his mouth, and he goes, "Oh, do you want to see how cool your dad is?" And I'm thinking like, okay, you know, he's going to show me some shit that's going to make me go, "Oh, my dad's cool." No, far from it. He takes me in the house. He puts in a VHS into his video player, and comes on, and there's a bathtub scene, and I'm like, what is this? And yeah, him, his wife, and her best friend. This man is showing me. Kids, if you hear, get off. This man is showing me a threesome between the three of these people. And once I realized what it was, do you know how upset I was? I was like, what kind of, like, who, what? Who even, like, what even, why? Why would you even, what crosses your mind and goes, "Ooh, let me prove to my child I'm so cool, and by proving it to you, I'm going to show you a tape of me, my wife, and her friend." I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. It's like, okay, yeah. I was very uninterested, needless to say. Jumped up and was like really disgusted by it and got up, and I didn't even get too deep into it. It was just like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, come on. You know, every word out of his mouth, the way that he talks about his daughters, even the ones that he raised and they love him to death, Tammy and Tanner, they love their father to death. So they, you know, they don't see any wrong in what he does. That's just dad. That's just how he is. But I can't take a man calling me the B word in every sentence. You know what I mean? "Hey B, how you doing? Oh, you just a young B. Oh, you doing what? Oh, B, how's your day? B," like, come on, like, who does that? Like, and I used to address it with him all the time. It's a problem. I don't like you calling me out of my name. You are my father. Like, why are you calling me out of my name in every sentence? Am I getting punked right now? Like, that's what I felt like. Someone gonna jump on the phone and just say, "Hey, this is not your father." We were just playing. But years, about 3 years after that, maybe even until when I had my first son, he was still calling me the B word. You know, I don't even know. Like, most people would just give up and like not even give people chances. Sometimes I don't even know what's wrong with me. I just figure like, let me try. Even though I'm being disrespected, and he knows it. And then he was a total drunk. So if I'm on the phone talking to him, it was like repeating myself over and over and over, and just a whole bunch of things. I just noticed, I was like, I see why my mom kept you away from me. I see that, you know. He doesn't, even to this day, he has no ties. He doesn't feel responsible for anything. He doesn't call. He calls me on on his birthday, which is a day after my birthday. My birthday is December 14th. He calls me on December 15th to wish me a happy birthday on his birthday. He only does it so I can then say, "Oh, happy birthday to you." I miss my mom. I miss my mom. She was the only real parent I had. She's the only real parent I had. The only real love I had from a parent anyway. And sometimes it's, you know, you just can't question why things happen. You just can't. Just know that sometimes the universe works in your favor. Sometimes things turn around and, you know, you just go, God, just imagine if I was raised around that. Just how it could have turned my spirit upside down. Just having a father like that, you know, around me. That's the only thing I could think about the whole situation. As mad as I was with my mother, I knew she was protecting me. I knew she was protecting me. She was protecting me. And his wife didn't even know about me until he gave my mother his home telephone number. And she called. And his wife was like, who is this? And she's like, I'm looking for so-and-so. I'm not going to say his name. And she's like, I'm his baby's mother. And the lady was like, I'm his wife. We have a child and I'm 6 months pregnant. So I was the bastard child. I was that child that it's literally like, you don't even understand. It's like I was that child born out of that one moment that didn't mean anything. And it's like, I don't have a father to prove it. I have a father that shows me that I didn't mean anything to him because he still lives his life. You know what I mean? Every single day. And the kids that he raised is what's most important to him. So it is what it is. It's life. Can't say it doesn't hurt, but I can't try any longer. And especially when it was never my place to try in the first place. It was never my place to try. You're my parent. It is what it is. Wasted tears means nothing, but my father is still living in New Orleans right now to this day, so if you guys run across him, let him know I said much love. If you have a dad or any parent that's just not in your life and you wonder like how things could have been or should have been, don't question, don't worry about it. Things are meant to be the way that it's supposed to be for a reason. I love y'all. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here.
So it's not